How's everybody doing tonight? This is JM2 with USA Crypto Group. Today we're going to be introducing you to the project LemonHaze. Essentially, they're the Jeopardy of crypto. So if you love to do question and answer sessions and win money, this might be the project for you. So today we're going to be talking to Lemon Lime. Can you tell us a little bit about how you and the team met up and how you guys came about making a project which is essentially an online trivia question game? So it'd be great for game nights on weekdays or weekends, family, friends, and you can even play against people globally.
All right. First of all, thank you guys for having us. And hello to everyone from the other side. It's a bit late here, so you excuse me if I speak low or speak slow. We are basically LemonHaze. It's an online trivia play-to-earn game, which means that you answer questions and you make money. We came together about, I met Matthew over 10 months ago. We're good friends. We're blockchain friends. And we work together. I'm a developer, and we had a lot of interactions, a lot of things that we did together before we started. And myself, I always loved trivia. He shared the same passion. And we discussed this before we started. We discussed it for a couple of months, throwing ideas and beat around the bush, trying to understand what's the right way to do it. And when I started finally coding it with my team, I have developers and people working with me. We are basically a company. And we built this game that was supposed to be a short development process, and wasn't supposed to be in this scale. And we really liked it. And then we what next should we add, and what next should we add? And we basically took 4 months to build this. We kept adding things like NFTs, like sounds, like effects, animation, 3D designers, and so on. So it just kept going and kept going. And then we got a content writer and started writing the questions with people. This is what they do. They phrase questions and so on, which is, by the way, cool, because there's people that's their job, so they write questions. So it was hard to find somebody like that, and we did that, and we kept building and building and building and building. And we're happy to be here with the project that is fully operational, fully alive. You can play it right now. You can play it at any time. Everything is completely 100% working. Staking is working. NFT integration is working. So basically, it was a thing of making sure that everything is 100% working before we go out to the world and start marketing or awareness to what we're doing. And obviously, as every development, you're not happy with the product, and you'll continue to tweak it and make it better. So of course, we're gonna keep working on it and develop more versions. And we have some crazy things we're building right now for version 2.0. And that's basically what the project is about. It's going to be. I think the people will play it once they get the coins. They will play it and they will understand how fun this is. This is really, really, really fun. And I need to test it a lot of times during the day because I'm changing things, and then I need to test it. So I'm having fun because I'm playing many hours of the day without even noticing that. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, thanks. I do like that. So have you and Matthew worked on any other projects, or is this your first one?
We worked on many projects. I'm in the industry of crypto for a long time. I was a developer for apps for iPhone and Android apps. And when I met crypto, just like a lot of people that I hear say the same thing, but maybe it's a cliche, but it's truth. I met crypto and I fell in love. And I knew that I wanted to be in that space. Sat my ass down, started learning Solidity, started learning the blockchain interactions and so on. And I had the honor of being a developer for projects for a long time. I think the first one I designed for a team, not for me, was somewhere like a couple of weeks after SafeMoon came out. And one of the projects I had the honor to be a part of as well was a huge project called Slap. It's an online dating app, that I helped build the contract there. So I've been doing it for a while. Matthew has been doing it for a while on marketing side, and we met together on a YouTuber group that we both really like, and it's a place that people meet each other that just to talk, and not a call group or something, just like to talk and connect. So we connected there. It was really wonderful. And then he connected me to people that needed developers. I done some projects that he was involved with. We never did a project full on that it's just me and him alone. But I think that we both have so much experience from two different sides of the game, and that made this very interesting. And the cooperation is just smooth because he knows what's his thing and I know what's my thing. So every person knows exactly what he needs to do. There's no rule, there's no tugging from each direction. It's very clear, very easy. And we have a lot of other people working with us, designers, developers, front-end developers, UI developers, animators, so on. The list goes on and on. But it's basically me and Matthew that's making sure all of this runs smooth. But it is magical, yeah. I think that's not an overstatement to say that.
It's great to know that you guys have an extensive resume, and this is something that you've done, and you're more than capable to operate a project and see it to fruition. So I think that's pretty important for people to know. I want to touch on something you already talked about. The game is already out, and it's not just out on Google Play, but you can also use it on iOS. I think that's a huge thing for a project to have before they launch, because most projects wait until after the fact, and then they usually only have it on Google Play. So that means that the iPhone users can't play or utilize the service. And if they do, it's really choppy. So that goes back to your dev background of making apps for phone application. That's pretty fantastic. So I just wanted to highlight and kind of touch on that. But the other thing you talked about was your staking. So I saw that it's a variable rate because you encourage people to get in as soon as possible. So it's going to start at 135% APY. Do you guys think that you'll just increase it depending on gameplay, or is it going to be starting at 135 and that's it, and then going down as more members join the game?
Well, first of all, definitely there's always a place where you're going to change things. It depends on the popularity. Now, look, staking is done these days mainly to keep the coin safe, so to speak. There's other purposes, of course, but that's the main goal. So, of course, that we are going to make it higher APY with time, according to the need and according to the community and according to because this is a shared project. Like, I know a lot of people say that, but this is truly a shared project. We have a group that is VIP members that they will help us to make every decision. They are partners in the decision. They're exposed to every move we make with their marketing or development. They already have the NFTs. They already tested the game. They're already playing. They're already giving us feedback. So it's really cool because we have a lot of good people that are investors, and they're investors in many projects, and they're very wise and very experienced, that they're giving their input. So we're using that input all the time. So the staking is the same thing. It's something that people will express, and the numbers will express, and will decide if to increase it or not. Right now, it's 135 APY. Again, fully operational, meaning that you can stake it right now if you have the coins. It's very important for us to encounter an issue in the world of play to earn that is happening right now. People come out with either a trailer or a couple of pictures or maybe an MVP, basic version of the game, which is at least that is satisfying. But we wanted to come out with something working. Yes, we're going to make it better, and yes, we're going to keep working on it to release better versions, and we're going to have picture trivia, and we're going to have sound trivia, and we're going to have celebrities when they were kids kind of trivia with pictures of them. So we're going to have a lot of cool stuff that we're adding, but it was very important to come out with a ready version that people can play, can connect, and not just a couple of pictures, and not just promises or something like that. So we worked on the staking for a significant amount of time to make sure that it's good, and to make sure that the ecosystem that takes the coins to the staking and out of the staking is smart and correct. Building the ecosystem, I think, it is harder than coding the whole thing. Just planning it out and trying to predict every situation and what will happen to the coin price and the holders and the NFT holders. So that's the main thing that you want to focus on when you're building a play to earn game, because you have to make sure you think about everything.
Yeah, for sure. Can you pull up the staking screen? It's pretty cool. It's got Lemon, kind of like your main character on there, and then I like the fact that you have a select feature to select the amount of months that you want to do your staking
Right.
for. But yeah, if you just want to pull that screen up so people can see it.
Sure. So this is the staking platform. You connect your wallet. This is Lemon in 2D, and we like to keep it here 2D. The character right now is 3D on the game full on, but we wanted to keep it here 2D because we think it's really nice. So the amount you stake and the time you stake will determine your APY, which will be 135 APY per year. You can do less than a year. You can do it 1 month to 12 months, depending on how much you want. And you can stake any amount of coins, of course. And the APY goes into your wallet the moment staking is done. Also, we're going to have airdrops to people that are holding that are staking for the longest period of time. So they're going to have a lot of airdrops, a lot of gifts, a lot of giveaways all the time. It's also something very important that we don't advertise too much, but in the community, we're going to give a lot of things to our holders. We will not be giving coins, and that is something that we don't do because we need to make sure the coin value stays strong. So you try to give as less coins as you can, but we will be giving NFTs that we have saved for special occasions, and we're giving BNBs away for holders that are loyal and a part of the family and are with us, and that is also something we're planning.
Yeah, I don't think the screen share was working. Are you guys seeing it?
Not working?
No, I'm not seeing anything myself.
Okay, yeah, if you pull up that screen, I just want to have people see the amount of work you guys put in and then kind of what it looks like. But the breakdown was great. Yeah, now it's populating.
All right, so you click on stake now. It will automatically ask for your wallet. I'm just going to ignore it right now. And I'm going to show it in landscape. Can you see it like this?
Yeah, it's much bigger. That's perfect.
Perfect. So this APY is here, 135. It will show you how many lemons you earned. Lemons is the native coin. Excuse me. The amount you stake, the percentage of the total amount of coins you're holding. When you connect your wallet, it's going to reflect how many coins you're holding, and you will be able to set how many months you want. So 135 APY, this is the number we're starting from. We are going to increase this number. If I wasn't clear, just be clear. I said I'm going to be a bit slow, so excuse me for that. This number, as I said before, we will have to go up with APY to maintain our holders and to make sure they're happy. There is an allocation from the tokenomics of 20% that are dedicated to the APY. So we have more than enough coins stored and locked to give away only on staking. And we're going to increase it according to the holders, according to the community, according to the VIP's input. It's very important that people will stake the lemons. And if I can have a second, not to be a philosopher here, but if I can have a second, I think that we have been proven that the market is not doing great now, not both on the traditional finance world, both in the crypto world. And obviously putting your money in any place except crypto will not give you good yields, if any. And crypto has to stay leading in that perspective that people that have crypto will make more return on their money than bank or traditional investments. And so staking is a huge deal for us and for crypto lovers. So this is going to grow and going to make sure that people stake and make more money by holding this coin on a monthly and yearly basis than dumping and running to another adventure or a coin that will, things that don't end good a lot often. And so we're going to make sure that's going to happen on our side as well.
Perfect. And then I did have a couple more questions about the staking. So you did say that the rewards collected will be distributed at the end of the month. So does that mean that you guys automatically distribute them to the wallets that are part of the staking pool, or do they have to click a withdrawal button?
So they have to finish their staking period. And when they finish their staking period, they click on collect. That will appear below the total amount of earned. It appears automatically when you connect the wallet. And they will collect the initial investment plus their APY. Again, I'm just going to repeat that we're going to also give a lot of airdrops to these people as well. So of course we can see all the wallets that are staking from our side and airdrop them bonuses, whether it's BNB or other things. So there's going to be another thing that will happen. This is done on a weekly basis. We have a lot of things that are going to happen on a weekly basis. This along with the scoreboard. So there's going to be a lot of airdrops, never of the coin, but BNBs and NFTs.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I think that's really cool. For the last question for staking, though, so I just want to make sure everybody knows that there will be a 20% early withdrawal fee. So if you don't early withdrawal, you don't have to worry about it. But if you do end up for some reason deciding you have to pool, there is a 20% fee. So that should pretty much wrap up staking. And then you just talked about the
20% fee. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. 20% fee is going to the staking pool. It's not going to anybody else. So it's going to maintain the staking pool big enough to keep high rewards. So when people get that fine.
Yeah, perfect. No, I think that's cool. Like you said, it redistributes it to the investors. So that's a perfect plan for that. But yeah, no worries on interrupting as long as we're going over the project and you're illustrating everything. I think it's perfect. So with the leaderboard, I thought that was pretty cool because it kind of, gets people excited for, hey, am I in the top 10, top 100, whatever. People get more competitive, so it kind of drives that gameplay for you. So with that, what are some of the benefits that you guys for having, or what do you have for being on the leaderboard for members?
Oh, first of all, the leaderboard is the part I'm waiting for the most. It's the part I'm waiting for the most. So we're gonna have we're gonna reset it on a weekly basis. And the leaderboard is going to be per game. So it's not if I played 10 games and I collected X amount of points and you played 5 games and collected Y amounts of coins, then I will be above you. No, it's per game. So if you survive the longest in the game, you will be able to top the scoreboard. I'm sorry, my Telegram is going insane. You will, let me just show the scoreboard on the screen. Again, the scoreboard will ask you to connect to your wallet. And you will be able to see once you connect to your wallet. Let me do it again. We'll connect to my wallet so you can see it fully.
Yeah, I know you guys had it on your game paper also, kind of what it would look like, where it shows like each member and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously here now you'll see a lot of tests because that's me and my team. We're running a lot of tests all the time. But the first 3 people in the top of the scoreboard will be guaranteed an airdrop on a weekly basis. It's really important, maybe I'm stating the obvious, but it's really important to keep the community engaged and to keep doing interesting things, except which is another valuable thing, to develop newer versions so people will have newer interaction with the game, because the attention span today is very, very short. So you have to all the time tweak and make it better and make it more interesting and new functions and new features to keep the community engaged. And one of them will be the leaderboard. And that's very important on every project, but on a play to earn game, it's very, very important. It's more important because first of all, the competition is very big, and second of all, people tend to move on from a game after a period of time. So you wanna keep them there. It's like a phase that you have to go with after several months of the release of the game. That people start looking for other games and moving on, of course, especially where we are in this industry. So we have to keep cool features, weekly giveaways, NFT giveaways. We're going to announce the names that are winning, and it's going to be really cool. Also, we're going to have live trivia all the time in the Telegram and the Discord. So it's going to be really cool for the long period.
Yeah, that's what I think's great about yours. There's just so much knowledge and information out there that you can use practically anything, current events. So there's really no ending to that portion where you can, like you said, keep on refreshing even on a monthly basis, where you don't have to worry about running into that. Hey, what kind of questions do I need? There's always something popping up. But the other cool thing I thought about the leaderboard was the prizes. You guys are pretty generous in that. So you have 3 different options for the prizes that you'll be giving out. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, sure. Obviously, it's going to be dynamic, and it will grow accordingly. We're going to give away BNBs. The plan right now is 1.5 to 3 BNBs a week giveaways. To the top users, to the top players, and that's gonna grow according to the community growth, of course, and to make sure that the prizes become more interesting and more engaging. But we only give away BNBs or NFTs. It's important.
Yeah, I think that's pretty smart because it really drives, especially if the users are enjoying it, the buy pressure. So I think that's pretty cool. Native tokens are awesome too, but it incentivizes sales more than it does buys. So by doing BNB, I think that's a great idea to do that.
Yeah, that's something that I worked for a team that worked on a casino project. I was the one who built their contract, and I was on the sidelines answering questions and so on. And they did exactly giveaways for all these gambling games, and the giveaways were the native coin, and that destroyed the coin during time because people would just make money and run away and bash the chart. So it's really important not to touch the coin. The coin is sacred, and not to give your native coin away. It's not fair on the investors and the holders. You must maintain the coin price at all times.
Perfect. Yeah, I like the dedication to that. That's great. So since we talked a little bit about your leaderboard, let's talk a little bit about the gameplay and what it takes to play the game. So on your site, it says that you have 100 coins is basically your admission fee, kind of like putting a quarter into the old arcade game for us old people. So can you talk about that and how it works?
Sure, I like the analogy. Cool. So this is the game. Because it's sharing my screen, I won't connect my wallet because it'll have to show my wallet for a period of time. But when you connect your wallet, and basically it's gonna connect to your Trust or your MetaMask, depending on what you decide, and you put your name and whatever name you want. Obviously, you put a name just for us to have you in the scoreboard so we can announce you. And you will be charged is the right word, charged. You'll be charged 100 lemons, and you will be able to basically start the game. There are 5 stages in the game of difficulty, level 1 to level 5. Level 5 is endless. You have to answer 5 questions in each round. And level 1 to level 4, level 5, like I said, is endless. So on each level, your difficulty will be higher, and the price, the reward per question will be higher. When you end the game, automatically you will need you will be requested to collect the profits, the coins that you made, and it will be sent automatically to your wallet. Behind the scenes, it's very important to mention, we are taxing every transaction in addition. So let's say, for example, you won 100 coins, you actually won 112 coins, 113 coins, I'm sorry. And those 13 coins are distributed as tax. So this is a very important, crucial part of the ecosystem, because that tax will keep the rewards running and will keep the LP growing all the time. So that happens automatically. The game is full 3D, and let me refresh to show you. So this is Lemon. He comes with the game. I don't know if you can see, but he's kind of moving right now and breathing and looking at us. And Lemon is there to help you. Just by encouraging you to go on. And if you have an NFT, he will replace Lemon, and he will appear here, and you will be able to play with that NFT and get the lifelines from that NFT, which we'll probably speak about later. But that's it. The game is you have a one skip question per game. If you don't have any NFT superpowers, you have a one skip question per game. And round one is going to be really easy. So people will always probably finish round one. I mean, I say it like this: if you can read English, you will finish round one. That's my opinion. So it's 50 coins that you're going to make in round one automatically if you don't have a special power NFT. And then round 2, 3, 4, 5, you're already making much more coins. And the objective is for people to make money here. And the objective is to people to make money here. And that will cause, first of all, a lot of people to play, which, not everybody will make money. So the people that will contribute 100 and will not make money will contribute to the LP, will contribute to the game contract that will grow to give more rewards. And second of all, when people make good money from a game, from the ecosystem, and it's stable, a lot of new investors, new blood, will join in all the time, and will grow the community. So it's very important that it's not just a play to earn game. It's a play to earn game that pays good. It's not wasting your time. It's very important. That's what I said before about the ecosystem. You have to build it the right way, engineer it the right way for long term to keep giving high rewards to players, so they will keep actually coming and playing without crushing the coin like we saw in Oxy, or without basically running out of rewards, or giving small rewards which nobody will play, because if you're playing for 10 cents for an hour, why would I play? So you have to balance all of that together and create something a bit complex. So everything that we're doing in the game, whether you put 100 coins in to start the game, whether you collect 1,000 coins as a reward, all of this is taxed additionally on top, so we can distribute these and maintain the ecosystem to be stable. Am I answering your questions too much?
No, I think it's good. No, you're doing a great job of explaining why you're doing the things you're doing. So I actually like that. You're going a little bit above and beyond versus just, hey, I'm going to direct answer and be done. So that's pretty cool. So with level 1, it's 10 coins per question. But the question I do have with that is, does each level only have 5 questions, or is there up to like 50 questions per 100 tokens that you spend? How does that work?
So level 1, 2, 3, 4 is 5 questions per level. Level 5 is endless. Level 5 you can play non-stop until you lose. So every round has 5 questions basically. And I showed on the screen, you can see the rewards per question per level. This is without having an NFT that can double your reward.
Okay, so maybe I asked the question wrong. So for each time you spend 100 tokens to play, as long as you don't miss any questions, do you get another set of 5 at that next level, or do you have to pay? So what I mean is, if I do level 1 and I get all 5 right, do I have to pay another 100 tokens to play level 2,
No.
or does it automatically let me in as a benefit?
Yeah. You keep running until you fail. You keep running with 100 coins. You keep running until you fail. If you answered 1,000 questions right, no worries. You will reach level 5 after 20 questions. I'm doing the math right, yeah, because it's very late here. Maybe I'm wrong. It's 20 questions, and after that you will reach level 5. Level 5 is endless, and all of this happens under the same 100 coins. So you keep playing and playing and playing.
Oh, okay, perfect. No, I think that's a fantastic way to do it, because AKA Homestead from our group was over here, and she was asking, she's like, hey, what happens if you miss a question? So does that mean you reset back to level 1 and then you have to go up the chain again, or do you stay at level 5? And... Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So you have a skip question, so don't be in a hurry to lose. You have a skip question one time, so use that before you give up. But yeah, when you put 100 coins is for a round, you have to charge people to play in play to earn. I don't know if you have to is the right word. That's the only model that I saw that works, and I'm telling you, bro, I'm all over this. I'm doing this all the time, all day. I don't look at marketing, or I don't look at the telegrams too much. I have Matthew, he's brilliant. I look at the coding, and I look at the structure and the ecosystems, which is the most interesting for me. And if you don't charge per game, you get some sort of abuse on the game, because it's a play to earn game that is supposed to give you real earnings that you can use, not ridiculous numbers. So you have to make sure that people pay a small amount to play, so there is a hesitation of a second before you click that start game, to make sure that people are not just playing and hurting the ecosystem. So all the real ecosystems that I found in play to earn have to demand something of you in return to start a game. That's how you maintain it.
Yeah, no, that's great. I do like that a lot. Like you said, you want to make sure that these people are truly invested and doing what's right for the project and the community. So I think that's a great way to go about it. Cool. Well, let's talk a little bit about your NFTs now. They're pretty cool, but it's not just something that looks cool. It has an actual function that integrates with your game. So can you talk a little bit about that and the different characters and what they do?
Yeah, sure. So it really wasn't, believe it or not, I don't know if people will believe it, but it really wasn't the word NFTs that made us add NFTs to the game. It was how do I create an interesting second layer to the game of trivia? Because the whole point of the game that we made, and the whole point of the games that we will ever make, if I can say that, is to make a game that is fun to play when you're in the toilet, or when you're in the bus, or when you're in the train. Something that you can start by a click of a button, and you can pass your time with, and not have to be in a situation where you have to be a complex user experience to start the game. And I see that a lot in other games, play to earn games. So the NFTs just came as a, how can we give people like superpowers to earn more, or to survive longer in the game, and so on. And the blockchain has to offer that solution as an NFT. So we had to use that word. And not that it's a bad thing, but we just didn't want to say NFTs just to say NFTs. It really meant, how do we make this game much cooler and much more interesting? So we have several designers in our team that are also animators. Some of them are animators, some of them are 3D designers, some of them are 2D concept artists. And we sat down and we decided what functionalities we can add, and that was the NFTs. So we have Jinx, the one you're seeing on the screen right now, right? Are you seeing Jinx?
Yeah, that's the NFT I got.
Okay, excellent. So Jinx, basically every character here is fully animated, so it's gonna do stuff while you play. And try not to look at it, because you have 10 seconds to answer a question. So focus on the questions, but the characters will start doing stuff when you play, kind of gestures and stuff. And it's randomized gestures. I mean, there is like a pool of gestures that they're going to do according to if you answer correct or answer wrong, or running out of time, and so on, or collecting profits. So Jinx basically is going to give you another skip question per round. So right now, if you're playing the default game, you're going to have skip question once per game. She's going to give you a skip question per round. So every time you change round, you have a chance to skip one question. So instead of 5, you have to answer 4. And in level 5, she'll help you once, and then you're kind of on your own. That is Jinx. There's going to be 500 NFTs of Jinx only. We went for a very small number of 1,000 NFTs. We didn't want to go beyond that, because we wanted to make sure that, first of all, dedicated users will have the ability to get those NFTs, and it will be a rare commodity that these users will really think twice before they decide if they want to sell it, and to make sure that these people that invested early will have a good floor price on the NFT, that, you know, there's no abuse. So that's Lemon. I'll move on to Glow. Glow is wow, we had fun designing Glow, because this is like the 5th or 6th draft before we got to this one. We were happy with. Glow will give you double profits per question, and you basically will be able to earn twice as much with Glow. And that's it. You're gonna see some cool stuff with Glow. I mean, we really went all out on his animations and stuff, so it's really fun. The last one is Thornex, and I get this a lot. It's not Yoda. It was not inspired by Yoda. Basically, the story is that Thornex is supposed to be the grandfather of Lemon, and he's a cool green alien, but he's old, and that made him look like Yoda. I'm laughing alone here because I get that a lot. So in case you guys don't know, it's not Yoda. But we love Yoda, so we're happy it kind of came out like Yoda, but that wasn't the initial idea. Thornex is the most powerful. It's very rare, by the way. It's only 200 NFTs from Thornex. So if you got one, you're very lucky. We already have 2 people in the VIP group that have Thornex. So they're very happy with that. And Thornex will give you a skip question on each round and double profits per question. So it has both superpowers together.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty huge advantage in the game. So I'll be excited to see how people utilize them and when they decide to do that. But like you were saying, though, Thornex has the ability to not only double the token value for however many questions you get correct, but you also get that skip question feature. So that's a huge benefit to anybody that's using that NFT if they're lucky enough to get them. So with your NFTs, I saw that you have a mint function. So everything is randomly generated, I'm assuming?
Right. It's a randomizer. You cannot choose which one you're going to get.
Perfect. And then what's the cost per NFT that you guys are doing?
0.1 BNB. We went on very small price. We just want people that believe in the game to have the NFT, and we want to make sure that if they decide they want to sell it, they will have a easy to reach floor price that will only go up from there.
Awesome. And then for that, what happens with the NFT revenues? What do those get distributed to when people buy?
All right. Well, first of all, NFT revenues are going to fund the giveaways of the scoreboard on a weekly basis and fund the giveaways on the staking rewards for people, not from the staking reward pool, from airdrops. So we're going to use a lot of that to maintain the airdrops. We have to airdrop in BNB. That's why we're collecting them in BNB and not in Lemon, because we want to give people back BNB. And a lot of people told us it'd be better if you do it on Lemon coins, because then you're contributing to the price of the Lemon coin. But that's correct only for a small period of time, because after that, when they finish minting, you're going to have a dump of people that are not interested in holding the coin, just wanted to get in on the NFT. So that will hurt the coin. So we decided to do it on BNB, and also that enable us to airdrop directly from that wallet to holders on a weekly basis, whether they're playing and they're in the top of the scoreboard, or whether they're playing in our community and they're winning rewards and so on. That will be the main function. Of course, marketing all the time is something we're gonna fund along with the airdrops. And the development side is something we're also funding right now. Everything is funded, of course, from our pockets. When you have a vision, you go for it. Forget the bank account, forget the Binance account, and just go for it. So everything is funded from our pocket, and the next versions and all that will be probably the same.
Right on. So I just had a thought pop in my head since you're talking about marketing and your game being so easy to use. Are you guys looking into potentially doing football games over there, since you're in Europe? So soccer, and just having a commercial, a short one that's played on the screen says "play while you poo" or something like that. I think it'd be pretty awesome. And then just kind of break down the trivia thing, but it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, if you listen, let's be honest. If you're on a train, on a bus, or in the toilet, that's when you want to play a silly game and just pass the time. And I say silly because I mean that you don't have. If you're playing I don't know, a real-time strategy game or something like that, so it's less something you can't stop in the middle, or you're more engaged. And when it's trivia or fun games like that, you just open it up. You give a couple of rounds, you finish. If you want to finish, you close it. It was really important we do that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a lot of fun. Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about the airdrop. You've mentioned it a couple times. So it says 5% frequent giveaways, and then 2.5% has special parameters for when you're going to release that. So can you talk a little bit about those features?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to repeat myself, but we're going to have a lot of giveaways. And like I said before, the giveaways will be mainly on scoreboard and staking and holders of NFT for long term. This will happen in our community all the time, especially on Discord. Join our Discord because we're much more generous over there. And I'll tell you why. The people in Discord are more involved in the process and in ensuring that the project is healthy, and it's very important for us to encourage that, to have real people engaged. So on the Discord, we're doing massive airdrops. We gave away, I think, already like 6 BNBs if you count everything together. Maybe a bit less, maybe 5. I'm not sure, but because Matthew is doing the marketing, like I said, but we gave away a lot of BNBs on Discord already, for bringing friends, for playing trivia games, picture trivia that we had a lot. We had it also on the Telegram. So if you're into this and if you like playing trivia, make sure you're in the Discord as well, and you will see we give a lot of giveaways there. So we do it both places at the same time.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that increased activity. So I've already been in your guys' Telegram a few times and done some of the trivia, and it was a lot of fun. People get really crazy because everybody's struggling not to fat finger the buttons on their phone to get the questions right. So it's pretty heated competition, but it makes for a good time.
You have to have
So I
strong
want to
internet
talk.
connection too. I mean, most people that
Yeah,
are winning, they just have faster internet. It's crazy. They take a millisecond to send the answer. It's really fun.
yeah, no, that is very true. So another thing about the airdrop, the 2.5%, you guys were talking about burning. Um,
Right.
And
Right.
then the other one is going to be for at 1K members, and then you'll have another one for an exchange listing. So can you explain basically the milestones and what you guys are going to potentially do for that?
Yeah. So maybe we should just show the tokenomics while I'm speaking. 1 second. First of all, we have to burn. You have to burn, but you have to burn gradually, and you have to burn smart. You don't just go out and burn, because lowering supply is a good thing. But this is not a meme coin. No offense to meme coins, they're great, but this is not a meme coin. So you have to burn smart. You have to make sure. I'll give you an end example. An end situation that can happen is, tomorrow the game blows up and there is a lot of holders, and these holders are very smart people, and they go on the game and they kick ass and they collect big profits, and you have 20% that is allocated to the game contract, and the game contract is running low, and then you have to allocate from our wallets to feed the game contract. Now, this is a very rare end result because we're talking about 20% of total supply. It's a huge amount of coins, but this can happen, and you have to think about it because this game is not here for a week or a month. We want it for long term. We want to make this the brand of play to earn quizzes in the blockchain space. So it's going to be a lot more features, like I said before. But the point is that you have to think about these things before you burn. And we saw it on big projects that burned early. I'm not going to mention names because I'm not here to talk bad about anybody, but we saw it happening on other projects, and it was a big problem. So you have to burn correct, and you have to burn slow, and you have to burn according to milestones. Milestones is amount of holders. Milestones is special events that you prepare your community for ahead, that causes new investors to join in with the right marketing and the right exposure and the right PR. Basically, you're ensuring that the burn will not just be a burn; it will be a burn that will benefit the holders. because of course scarcity causes the price to go up, and it's about supply and demand, and you're creating less supply, so more demand. But if you just burn without planning in advance, it's not the right thing to do in a play to earn game. And so we have to be very careful. So the burn is about holders, and it's about the growth, and it's about the second version is going to be a burn as well. We're gonna burn according to that. Your second part of the question was about centralized exchange listing, right? CEX.
Yep.
Yeah. So repeating myself on purpose to emphasize the importance, we need to plan for the long term. I want to be here in a year from now talking about LemonHaze and how much we went through this year, and how much we evolved the game. So to do that, you have to think ahead. 5% of total supply is locked for centralized exchange listing when it will come. We are, of course, working on it, but you have to have a certain volume, a certain amount of holders to step up to that arena. And that is something we're planning from now by storing those coins that are locked. And when we will go and basically list, we're looking to list in KuCoin and Gate.io. This is our first targets. We're going to go to bigger and better exchanges as well. But this is, for me, a very good and healthy start to get there, to get the KuCoin, to get to Gate.io. I don't think it's correct to start there. I see a lot of projects they launch there and becomes a pad, becomes a pump and dump. So I think that you have to start by healthy, organic investors in DEX, in decentralized exchanges, and then grow to centralized exchanges, so you won't have some massive dump. And you have to provide liquidity to those exchanges so they can support high volume of trades. That's why you need to have a certain percentage of your coins allocated in advance to that. And they're not accessible, of course, to the team. As I said, they're locked. Very important.
That's great. I like the fact you like to really highlight long term. This is not just a quick play to earn where you're going to be like, hey, the week's over, we made our initial pump and we're done. So that's really cool. I think it's a great idea and strategy.
I wouldn't be building it for 4 months and planning it for another 4 months and working so hard if it was just to last for a month. It has to have longevity. It has to have the right planning. It has to be a dominating name in the world of trivia on the blockchain. Has to be, and that is something I'm going to ensure. And I know this space too well, and I know that it's going to have some hard moments, and I know that I'm going to see some moments where the chart is red and the community will freak out, and we have to step in and we have to buy back, or we have to do this or that. Whatever we need to do, we will do, because when you stabilize your community, and you stabilize an amount of holders that are with you thick and thin, and they know that this is a phase, then you get to a point where your chart is healthy. And there are projects that are inspirational that did that, and they're still there. If I can mention one, I don't know if a lot of people know it, but it's a project that I'm learning a lot from. It's called Crypto Moon. If you guys heard of it, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
You're not familiar? Okay, so I'm not plugging them, so I'm not going to say check it out, but I will say that it's a Binance Smart Chain blockchain game, sorry. And it's been about 10 months that they are out, and they are phenomenal, and the community is healthy and they keep growing. But I'm not here to talk about them. I'm just saying that's the angle. That's how you need to think when you're building a play to earn. Now, this year, when things are going to blow up and the competition is going to get serious, and serious companies are stepping in. Giants are stepping into this space, and you have to think like them. You have to see the long term. You have to make sure that this is not going to be a fade out, and it's going to be a long thing. It's a must right now in 2022.
Yeah, that's definitely good to think ahead for sure. I did have a question on your game contract. Saw you said it was 20% under the game contract portion of the website. Under your game paper, it said 30%. So I just wanted to
Yeah.
Sure, that was good. Because I saw 20% in the tokenomics, but the game paper said 30. So I just want to make sure that just wasn't a glitch, and that's what supply you're going to go for that.
I will explain you that this game was built on Binance Smart Chain. We had a good community, and they said it was pretty unanimous. Listen, you have to have cross-chain to Chronos. And we redeveloped the game also on Chronos. And in Chronos, we decided to do it 20% instead of 30%. So on the Binance version, it's 30%. On the Chronos version, it's 20%. The difference is because, believe it or not, Chronos is much, much more fluctual. So we had to change the tokenomics because they don't fit the Chronos model. If there are very strong expectations of Chronos this year in terms of price. And so you have to build it a bit different than Binance. Binance BNB is pretty stable in price fluctuations from 380 to 420. That's roughly the numbers we're seeing in the last 5 months, 6 months. So Chronos is much more fluctual, so you have to give less game contract allocation. But I want to make sure I'm clear. At the moment, the game will be launched on Binance Smart Chain and will be played on Binance Smart Chain, NFTs as well. Chronos is fully active. It's built. But we will first deploy the Binance Smart Chain version. Then we will deploy later on the cross-chain version where you can play Chronos and get the rewards either in Binance or Chronos, and you can just cross-chain them to both directions. And it's... can I say it's fairly easy to build a cross-chain system on a game? It's not that difficult. So we're going to probably add more coins. If the gas fee makes sense, we're going to add more coins. Like Solana can make sense. Ethereum cannot. So we're going to keep developing on that aspect as well, which is my favorite part in development.
Yeah, that definitely opens up the options for the amount of game players because everybody has their different flavor of cryptocurrency. As long as it's cheaper and faster, that's a great strategy. And that was going to be my next question. So you already hit it up. You're killing it. You're 2 steps ahead of me. So that's pretty fantastic.
All right.
So I did have a question. I saw you guys went through the tech audit, and there was 0 findings on your contract. So it looked like everything passed pretty easy. So what was the reasoning for going through a tech audit as your first one? And do you plan on having one for your staking pool as well, or was that all encompassed within the contract?
Well, first of all, tech audit, I know them for a long time. And I know, not personally, but I know them by working with them indirectly or directly on projects that I've been involved with. They're very direct. They're not look, I don't know if to go there, but like you will have companies that do audit that just appear, or you'll have companies that do audit and their prices fluctuate according to demand. And the world of audit exists way before the world of crypto, obviously. Oh, sorry, I just want to show you the audit, but I have 1 second. It's not loading. And so the world of audit is supposed to be conducted a bit differently than it's conducted on the blockchain. It's not supposed to be a factory of income. And we're going to have more audits that are CertiK is definitely something we're going to do. But tech audit are honestly, hand on my chest, one of the most reliable, loyal, clean companies I know, and worked with them before. And that was the first go-to for me to get validation on my contract. I'm happy to say no flags. I'm happy to say 0 problems were found, which is great. We need to do a staking contract audit, but it's fairly okay for me. Maybe it's fairly self-explanatory. The code is purely showing allocations back and forth from staking. There's not too much lines of code there. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, that is something we need to get done. Also, the NFT contract will be audited. before the mint. So all of that will be done. Excuse me.
Great. Yeah, I like that. Looks like you've already looked into it, so that's fantastic. You plan on knocking those out before launch. And then I did want to talk about your launch because you are going to be going with a different launch pad that's new. That's looks like it's doing very well. So you guys are going to be going through GemPad, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Perfect. And then what level tier did you guys end up going with?
We will answer that question in the Telegram with Matthew because that is something yet to be announced, and I don't want to be announcing it right now. But there's going to be a tier of whitelists, and GemPad is amazing in my opinion. We've been, been going back and forth to find the best platform, and I've been running projects codes and projects charts and looking at the order book of the dumps to see who is playing, not in a straight line, so to speak, and who is not. And so we had a lot of deliberations about whether to go with this one or that one. I won't mention names. There was a lot of pressure to go with pink, but we decided GemPad, and we spoke to them, and they are an amazing bunch of people, very professional, very convenient platform, and it's seeing a lot of success. I think it's going to be big. Projects usually go very well there, so we decided to go with them. It's exciting. We have a group with them. We talk with them all the time. They're very smart people. They're very knowledgeable. We consult with them on a lot of things. It's great.
Yeah, I definitely think that's really cool, and sounds like they're not going to be assuming a portion of your token supply too. So that's really good for investors and initial holders and even new people to crypto, so they don't get that shock when 2% of the supply just disappears on the chart. So that's very very smart.
There are launch pads that are graveyards for coins. You when I did this research, some big boys up there, they're just dumping hard. You got to be careful.
Yeah, so I think your choice of GemPad's really a great thing. So the final question I got going through the game paper and the website is Icon XPlay. Can you explain why that's important that you guys went through them and what that means as a potential partnership for your game?
Sure. Let me correct you a little bit. We are them. We partnered up with a gaming company. We are Icon XPlay. There is a lot of legal that is not being discussed. A lot of AMAs that I hear with great projects, I want to come up and ask questions about legal because people don't discuss it much. And we have a formation of companies and structure of companies that allows you to release a coin in certain areas and NFTs in certain areas and so on, and everything has to be 100% legit. So Icon XPlay is an LTD company, and we're basically doing everything with lawyers and so on. Maybe it sounds a bit off-putting because we're in the decentralized world, but you have to, again, if you have to think about the long picture, you have to be in correspondence with what's allowed and what's not allowed and how to do things. Releasing a coin can be considered a security, so you have to think how it's not considered a security. Simultaneously, you have to think about how I'm giving rewards to holders without being called a gambling website or gambling license that is needed. Believe it or not, more than often in play to earn games, you need a gambling license if you go by the book. So all of this was done that way to make sure that this is the right way to do it. And not me and not Matthew are people that wear a suit and tie, or I'm a developer. I sit in my dark room and I work and I talk to people about my vision and what we want to do. And Matthew is the same, but on the marketing side. And it was a bit hard for us to say, what, we need to legalize this, we need to build a company, we need to open this, we need to open that, and to sit with these lawyers for hours and understand and go over the white paper and understand how you make sure it's not a security and so on and so on and so on. So it's a bit out of our nature to do that, but you want to be playing with the big boys. You want to make sure your investors will be here in a year from now and will be making potentially nice profits from holding the coin or from playing the game, you have to think about these things, whether you like it or not. You have to plan these things.
Well, that adds a whole new level of confidence, saying that you've basically made a corporation, a legit business, not just a cryptocurrency that's quick and easy, but you guys sound like you went through another level, and that also shows that you've spent some money and you're financially invested in the project as well.
Well, definitely. I wouldn't say numbers, but it's a big investment, and it's cool. I want to be in the crypto space, and I want to be in the this is my passion, and I want to be in the gaming space, which is another passion, and we can combine both. That's like, it's a gift. So we're not looking at the here and now, we're looking at the long-term picture. The world of gaming is a huge one, and even profit-wise, and even amount of gamers. And right now, people are slowly crossing from traditional gaming to play to earn games. It's slow because the exposure in the crypto world is very small still. I think it's about 8% of the world that holds cryptos, and most of them are holding Bitcoin, and they're not exactly Web3 users. So we're still in like really small space. And if you do everything right from now, and if you plan everything right from now, it's going to pay off in the long run, and you're going to have users that are happy. You're going to have a platform that is going to be amazing for players. And it's really important to do these things now, early, before the big people, the big the giants of the games and companies like that join the game, and then it's going to be too late. So you have to do it from now.
Yeah, essentially this is the ground floor. So once crypto becomes even more mainstream, then it's going to be a lot harder to get in, and it won't be at the prices and benefits that you get currently. So that's good advice.
Exactly. It's true.
Perfect. Well, with that, I'd like to open up the floor to voice questions, and then I'll also go through the announcement channel and then start going through some of the questions that our members have. I did see that you have the members on your team posted. I didn't see a LinkedIn, but whatever information you're going to give with that, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Sure. This is Matthew. He chose this picture. I didn't agree with it. I'm kidding. This is Matthew. This is the guy who's running the show in front of people. I'm here to answer your questions because I know most questions will be technical, but he's much more convenient with talking to people and interactions and being in that group and making everything great and shiny. So that's Matthew, and that's our team. Yeah, we have Joseph here. We have George. These people are all from England. Me, myself, I'm located in Cyprus, and really phenomenal group of people. Really fun to work with. Honestly fun.
All right, I'm not seeing any questions in the announcement channel. I'm going to go into the open chat, but if you guys have anything you'd like to ask, let's go.
Just want to check out, so I'm gonna, yeah.
I got a question about the earnings for this crypto project. Maybe I didn't hear it because I missed the first 5 minutes or so, but are the earnings coming from tokens, or is there like a fee that people pay in to the game? So where you put something at stake, but then you potentially win to come out on top? Like, how does the rewards like get distributed, or where do they come from?
Okay, so let's break this question down. First of all, the rewards are coming from the game contract, which is containing 30% of tokens in the Binance Smart Chain version. So 30% of the total supply, which is important to mention. So that would mean that, when you're looking at the chart, if I just 1 second get off your from your question to a different thing we didn't say, we didn't mention, it's that you need to look at the circulating supply when you're looking at a play to earn. So the circulating supply on the Binance Smart Chain is 60%, which is 600 million coins, and the rewards are coming from the game contract. So they're locked in the game contract. It's a one-way street. They can only be sent there from us. They cannot be taken out from there. It's a locked game contract, which is also in the audit, by the way. If you go through the audit, you will see that they reviewed the game contract. It was very important because the game contract should not be complicated. It should be very straightforward in the code and just show the ins and outs of how it works, the mechanics. So that was audited as well. The rewards are coming from there. The rewards are all in Lemon coins and the native coins. And that's it. Was it another part of the question?
Yeah, so basically the tokens are from within the contract and rewarding in the contract. Do you have any kind of a mechanism in place that makes it to where whenever the rewards are given out, that they're offset by outside revenue coming into the project, so that once somebody gets their rewards, if they want to take profit, they're not creating a negative on the project?
Well, first of all, let's just fix a little thing here. The game contract is not the contract of the currency. It's not the contract of the coin, the crypto coin. It's a separate contract. It's a completely separate contract. So there is two different contracts, smart contracts, that are sitting on the blockchain and interacting between themselves. It's not the same source. So that's very important to mention, because the game contract is a functionality contract. It's not tradable or anything like that. So the rewards will be changed. They have to be changed, usually upwards, in order to maintain that players will earn good from playing the game. And essentially your question is, if people come and earn, are they going to create a dump? So you have to understand that this is just like asking, how is the stock market not crashing every day? If people come and they earn, why is not everybody selling the stock? Very simple, because when the game is making you money and it's popular, first of all, not everybody will be making money, because they have to put 100 coins and they have to survive round one, which is fairly easy. But round two, they start actually crossing the line to start making profits. So not everybody will be earning. We expect around 55 to 65% from the tests we did and from the research we did of people to be earning. And I want people that will sit there and give a 2-second hesitation, like I said before they start the game, to be ready mentally, to make sure that they're, in the zone, even though they're in the toilet, but in the zone, to answer questions right. So the exposure you're going to get of new investors and new people coming into play, not just buying a coin, will happen if people earn good rewards from the game and if the game is sustainable in the ecosystem. So that creates some kind of balance from the dump to the income. The second thing is, every time you put 100 coins to play the game, and every time you withdraw profits after you end your round, you are taxed without knowing, without seeing, because it's on top of your reward. So as I said before, it's going to be, if you want 100 coins, it's going to be 113 coins. So those coins will feed the LP, will feed the burn, will feed the game contract. And that is a big amount of coins if you do the math, because people will buy, people will sell, and they will be taxed, and people will play. So then they insert the money, and if they win, they take it out, they will be taxed. So the taxation is going to be very, very important, which is why taxation exists. It has to maintain the ecosystem in a certain balance that will sustain fluctuations. And that is how we are going to create some kind of a balance. Now, if tomorrow I see that the coin value dropped by half, then you have to increase the rewards, double the increasing the rewards. You have to maintain some kind of balance, and that is something we're gonna do by updating the game. You don't have to update the game contract. You have to update the game itself on the server, and that will call the function in the game contract to make sure you get the right amount of coins. So that is something we're going to keep doing to sustain an ecosystem.
Okay, that does sound sustainable. So this 100 coins, is that a 100 coin play fee, or is it you must hold 100 coins in order to play?
You need to have 100 coins to play to start the game. It's kind of the same.
Okay. I just have to hold them. It's not like playing an arcade game where I slip 100 coins in and they're gone.
Yeah. You're going to put them in.
You have to spend it like a quarter on the arcade game. I think you missed that part in the beginning.
I'm actually saying that's actually a good thing, because now you have diminishing supply, and then you have the stakes of earning more, but at the cost of everybody having to contribute to diminish it. So it's not like one of the projects where they over reward with an unsustainable amount where eventually people are going to sell and it's going to go away. The diminishing aspect kind of leaves it to where the top competitors get the supply and get the value at the cost of other people competing with them.
It's completely true. It's what we said. Maybe you weren't here. We said it before. You have to make sure people contribute something to play in a play to earn game. If not, it's not sustainable, period. It's just not possible to sustain it if people can just play endlessly and earn, because even if they're not good, they will earn. Even if they're not good in the game, even if they're just sitting there and grinding the game, they will destroy your ecosystem. And we saw that in Axie Infinity was something that was a lesson for everybody out there. Just, like a good story. Everything happened in Axie Infinity. Every end case that can happen happened, and that is one of the things that destroyed it. I know it's not so relevant to this space of the crypto investors that we have here, but I'm just saying that was a good case study. You have to have something coming in from the user in order to give him back something, and hopefully to give him more than he put in. But it's up to him and up to his skills to get more than he put in. But if you don't charge something, they will just grind your ecosystem and destroy your coin. It's a must.
Excellent. Well, thanks for re-explaining that for me. That's definitely reassuring. You're not selling snake oil. You actually have a legitimate, sustainable business model. You're not just making everybody a winner, which then makes everybody a loser. You literally have competition and opportunity. And then the other thing that I like about that is, as a person who maybe doesn't play games, I can actually just buy your token and hold it and let the value go up, because I know that you're not doing reckless things with the supply that is unsustainable to people who don't get out while the getting's good.
Right. Thank you for recognizing that. Some big projects came out this month. Not going to name names, but I saw things like 2 million% APY. And it's much more attractive if me as the developer sits here and tell you things you want to hear, like, hey, everybody will make money and it's going to be a huge amount. But that's not possible. And that's not possible to give 2 million% APY. It's possible for 2 hours or 12 hours if you don't have many buyers, or maybe 24 hours, but it's not sustainable. It's not possible. So even though, I sat in several AMAs and I'm listening all the time because I want to learn more of mechanics all the time, because this is a very fast evolving world. I went through their code. I went through a lot of people's code. It's not sustainable. It doesn't matter what words you put it in. When you break it down on a piece of paper and you write down the numbers that they pay out versus the number they get in, it's not sustainable, which means that your project is not sustainable, which means that people that will buy now are either people that are here to flip, which is fine, but that's not going to be something that will sustain your game for the long term, or it's just going to die out and people will lose money. And you have to be realistic with the numbers you give out. You have to make sure that people will make money, but in a reasonable manner.
Yeah, I definitely think you guys have set up a very reciprocal environment. So everything you do, kind of like what Matt just asked, you got to pay to play. When you do your staking, you get the rewards. You can put that into playing some more. And then if people jump out of the staking pool early, that's a 20% fee, which goes right back into the staking pool. So it's a very smooth operation. I really like the way that you set it up. I'm going to be going into chat now because we do have a couple questions for you. So from Wahoo, it says, making trivia a quiz game as the main concept of LemonHaze project is very good, but it needs a large user traffic to be sustainable over time. What marketing strategies do you have planned to increase the validity of your brand?
Okay. Every game needs a marketing sustainability plan to make it. Even traditional games. Open your Instagram and you'll see multiple ads on games that exist for a while and they keep advertising, just like Coca-Cola keeps advertising. So that's beside the word trivia. I think the word trivia actually makes it much more accessible to everyone. We are going to add more languages. We're working on Chinese version, believe it or not, because I think that it's a wide audience of crypto users that will not feel comfortable answering a question in 10 seconds in English. So that is also something that's going to be released in version 2. But that, before I go into the marketing plan, that is much easier to let people, hey, join my game. This is a simple trivia, straightforward game. You don't need to hold an NFT to start a game. You don't need to go and buy one to start the game, which is very important to have active daily active user base that is growing daily. So there is no barriers to play the game, and it's a very easy 2 clicks to start a game. It's a very easy game to understand. It's trivia, everybody played trivia at one point of their life. So that's one thing that's very important to understand. If I was building a more complex game that is farming or things like that, it would be much less accessible for people that are not from this world, that are not from the Web3 world. Regarding marketing plan, again, I am the head dev. It's 3:30 in the morning here, so our guy is sleeping, which is Matthew. But I can tell you right now that if you want, I can even open the list. We have huge plans. We took 5 days. We informed our community when we finished private sale round 1. We took 5 days to set up and plan the marketing in the right way and talk to a lot of people and inch by inch build it up. We're still keep building it up. Still, we have a woman called Angelica. She's a phenomenal researcher. What she does is she researches projects all day. We called it a scouter. That's the official name. So she researches projects all the time and comes back to us with what they did different, what works, what doesn't work, because it's really fast changes in this industry. And that's her only job. That's what she does from day to night. A brilliant person that she just analyzes and sends us reports of everything they did. And then Matthew goes and checks the validity of them and closes influencers and so on. So we have a long list. If it's Golem, if it's Gambit, if it's Swift widget giveaways, if it's Instagram ads that are running live as we speak, if it's Twitter ads that are starting this week, Adam Shelton, Glorious, Crypto Moonlight, Kevin Macri from Instagram that has 15 million followers that is going to do a story. Yahoo Finance article is coming out this week. I can go on. Crypto Alien, Crypto DJ, Crypto Bulls. If you guys know, the community of Chinese that we're accessing, PPC campaigns that we're doing, the pay-per-click, that basically it's also remarketing of ads that are running out there. And if you click the ad, obviously we remarket to you and make sure you're exposed to our game again and again until you are aware that we exist. So it's a really long list, like really thought out. The pre-sale will need a lot of marketing. We have a travel ad that called us, and he's going to call us again on launch. Dude, it's a long list. We're doing a lot of crazy stuff. So YouTubers are coming out this week, a lot of them. Yahoo Finance coming out this week. Golem's going to be with us on pre-sale. A lot of good names. We have a lot of plans.
All right. And the second part of that question is going to be, do you plan to add a betting or lottery game on LemonHaze?
Well, that's straightforward. No, that's not something we're going to do. We're going to add picture trivia. We're going to add sound trivia. So you're going to hear a small part of a song. We're gonna have celebrities when they were kids, trivia, and we're gonna add a lot of cool things. We're gonna add more languages, like I said, and we're gonna make the UI better and cooler and faster with time. But no plans for any kind of gambling yet.
Perfect. I appreciate that. And then we have one from Jazzy. I think we already kind of answered it for plans of the long run of the project and making it sustainable. Just asking because you put it in there. You've already answered that. So I think we're good to go on that one. Then we had a question from Bruce Lee. He's back from the dead. For a whitelist, are they only going to be issued through using the gym pad, or do you guys have a couple extra positions that you'll be distributing?
Oh, first of all, there's going to be a sweep widget, a giveaway platform that you do tasks and you get whitelists. Many call groups. I'm not mentioning all the names and don't want to bore you with all the names, but there's like a lot of call groups that are going to have whitelists, YouTubers that are going to have whitelists, Twitter influencers that are going to have whitelists. So by the way, Discord, we give away whitelists as well on trivia games or on tasks and so on. It's going to be from a lot of directions. The sweep widget is going to be, if you're not a person who is in a call group and you don't have time to follow them and so on, I think the sweep widget will be the most accessible for people to get a whitelist spot by doing simple tasks and getting right in there. I honestly, from the experience that we have and the time we spent on this project and in the market in general, I assume and estimate, and I try to say it in a humble way, but honestly, I don't expect public to have too much room after whitelist because it's a very small pre-sale. So I advise to go and get a whitelist and to make sure that you have one because it's probably going to be small and fast.
Perfect.
Hey,
Yeah.
I do have a question. It looks like your private sale is still going on. How much is left to raise on the private sale? And also, do we have any whitelist for our community as well?
Yes, you do. You have whitelist. Matthew is working in front of Crypto USA, and you guys have a whitelist. You guys tell me how many he gave you, because again, it's his turf.
Yeah, we discussed 15 whitelist positions.
Perfect. Okay. Regarding how much we raised, so 77.4 BNBs so far and 33,000 crowns. That is the amount that was raised. This is the last round and it ends in 24 hours. I hope I'm not mistaken. And this is the plan. 24 hours from now, it's going to end. We are not doing another round of private sale. The reason we did a second round, which is a tiny one, it's like 48 hours, is because we had a lot of people coming in afterwards, a lot of people, and they wanted to partake, and we decided, okay, so we will just do another 48 hours. We wanted you guys in, we wanted friends that have good, healthy groups that wanted to come in, to have the ability to come in. So we opened it for 48 hours and then we're just locking it, and it's only going to be straight up pre-sale and launch.
Okay, so to clarify that, so our community can protect in the private sale still. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, I was planning to say that, to explain that in the end, just simply so you guys need to understand. Right now we have an open private sale that will end tomorrow, tomorrow night our time, and this is the last round of private sale. It's open right now and it's going to be closed very, very soon. So yep, join us at Telegram or Discord, and you can definitely join. You just have a Google Doc that you have to fill up, and you have to do it there to prevent any kind of scammers doing any kind of fishy things. So to make sure, you have to go through the Google Doc that is pinned in the group. Do not send it anywhere else. I don't care if it's my name telling you to do that. It's probably not me. Just through the Google Docs. So be careful.
Yeah, that sounds great. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna towards the end, USA, we're gonna go ahead and send people to your guys' Telegram room. So that way, if they're interested, they can go ahead and go to that Google Doc and go to private cell. So yeah, that's perfect.
Cool. Very cool. We are in a different time zone, completely different time zone. It's 3 a.m. here, 3:30. So if you have questions and I don't know, nobody's answering, although there's mods all the time, but me, the dev, or Matthew, the project co-owner, is not answering, we will definitely answer you in a couple of hours when it's daytime here. So be patient, but I'm right now awake. So if you have any questions, we're here.
I got a question about the private sale. It currently says it is paid in Crow, and it says 15% discount. So was the previous private sale paid in BNB with a different discount?
Both of them are Crow and BNB. This project is a cross chain. So we're going to launch in BNB. Coin's going to be in BNB. Rewards going to be in BNB. NFT is going to be in BNB. But all of that is fully operational on Crow as well, and we're going to launch that later stage. What was your other part of the question? I'm sorry.
The current round, which was, I guess, the second round, says 15% discount from launch price. Was that the same discount as the first round?
Yes and no. It was 15% to the general public. There was one group. I want to make sure I'm 100% transparent here. There was one group which we did cooperation with a big community. They had 17%, and whoever came from there had 17% in the first round. The second round is 15%, just like the first round, except that community to general audience was 15%, and that is because we opened the second round because of demand, a lot of pressure, and we didn't plan to have it like that. But if we change that number, 15%, we'll have to change all the tokenomics and then the pre-sale allocation and everything, and definitely we're not going to do that. The ecosystem is very, very healthy and stable, that we don't want to tweak anything. So it's 15%, and there was a group of people that got it to 17%.
Okay, and is the pre-sale also 15% discount, or will it be launch price on Gympad?
No, the pre-sale is not 15%. The pre-sale is 9% of the price. I could post you guys the full numbers, all of the Excel, if you guys want. I'll post it in the main group. So if you guys have questions about that, you can check it out in the main group. It has all the numbers.
Yeah, I think that's perfect, Lemon. And also, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but you guys have your own thread in our announcement channel for you guys to update. So whenever you post something in there, it also reflects into the main room as well. So every project that we MA with, you got that thread to update us. So that'd be amazing if you can put it in there. We'll send it to you if you don't have it yet.
Right. So it's already up. It's already there. The prices are in Crow, but it's the equivalent in BNB. So if you have a question about the BNB, feel free to shoot it in. But it's the same equivalent prices in BNB to Crow. And you can see their private sale was 17, and launch price here is 10% on Crow, but in Binance it's going to be 9%. So just not to confuse you guys, it's 9% on the launch on Binance Smart Chain.
Okay, and another question I had, I see the promotion, if you spend 4,000 Crow, you get a free NFT. How much is that NFT going to be if you were to want to purchase it? And is it an NFT that can be sold, or is it tied to the wallet that does private sale?
Okay, so first of all, there is 1,000 NFTs to mint and mint date. So it's going to be pretty hard, I assume, to get in. And it's usually, I think it's a very small number compared to the usual numbers of NFTs. So people that are joining the VIP group, it's not just free NFT. They're actually in the VIP group. Why we care if they're in the VIP group is very simple, because first of all, they will have 1 day on no tax on buys. And so they can buy more when we launch without a tax. It's a very important detail. Second of all, they are participants of decision making all along the way. They're already playing the game. They're already testing the game. They already got their NFTs. I have some very fun screenshots of people that got the NFTs, and the group was going wild. And some people got ThornX, which is very rare, and it was crazy. It was really fun. So when you join the VIP group, you get the NFT immediately before we started the mint. So you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it in the game as well. They're able to test the game and play the game already, and they're already giving us input. We take input from everybody, of course, but the VIP, because it's full interaction all the time, and they already are playing the game, they already have full exposure of the whole process, so they have much more input to give, and they are giving us constant input about what they want to see in version 2. And VIP group is really, really cool, really helping the project evolve in the right way. It's very important.
Okay, and if I get this VIP status, but I'm a conservative investor, and let's say your project does 4x, and then I just want to sell 1/4 of my bag to get my principal back, would I lose VIP status for holding, or
No.
once I got it, do I have it?
No, VIP status is for life. If you FUD, or if you have a problem, then I'm assuming the VIP community will not want you there. So that is a different situation. But no, the VIP status is for life. And most of the people that are in VIP are people that know this territory very well, and they are real believers in the project, people that we even talk to, and they know us on a personal basis because we talk to them all the time. We voice chat with them, we video chat with them. Very close people. That some of them are actually they know me personally, that they found the game, and then they found out it's me behind it, and they know me personally. So it's people we trust, people we love. It's only 22 people. We want to keep it. It's 22 people with us, so it's about 20 people actually. And we wanted to keep it small and make sure that it's a status that comes with responsibility, to make sure the game and the price are not hurt. So it's not something that we wanted to give a lot and fast. That's why it's a bit more pricey, to make sure that if you're in, you see the vision. And yeah, it's really fun. It added a lot of layers to the project that we didn't expect. It was very great.
Yeah, so
Okay.
another thing, John, with that, for the NFTs and the VIP, it doesn't matter if you're a VIP or if you win an NFT or if you mint one. Everything is 100% random. So if you are one of the winners in one of the contests, they ask you to pick a number between 1 and 1,000. It is completely random. So
One to
Rampage,
200.
that lucky son of a bitch, he guessed the number 69, and he got ThornX. So he's one of 2 people to get that. I also did the random, and I got Jinx. But my point is, no, there's nothing wrong with that. Jinx is awesome too. But my point is, everything is random, so it's not like someone can buy their way into the best NFTs, which I think is also pretty awesome.
Right. That's true.
So I guess you can't really say what the private sale NFT would be worth, but what would the baseline cost be for me to randomly mint an NFT then?
0.1 BNB. That is the price of the mint. I expect it to go up nicely. I don't want to talk about prices, but we made sure it's a small amount of NFT, and we made sure it's going to be a very low price, to make sure that people that either want to play and keep the NFT, or people that want to sell it will not have a hard time making profit on it. No guarantees, of course, but that's what we're aiming.
Is there tokenomics on the NFT that help fund the project if people are selling or trading them?
You have the resale tax. Of course, you have a resale tax of 5%. That goes to the wallet, and just like the mint income, we're going to use that. This is very important to people to understand. We're not done building, and it's not just me building. We have a lot of people working for us, and 3D animators are hell of expensive people. They make more than developers, believe it or not. To animate 3D is a hard thing and tiring and very meticulous. So these people are not cheap, and they're working for us all the time, and we're working on second version, so on. So that will also fund development. Along the way, it will fund the airdrops, it will fund the scoreboard winners, it will fund marketing, everything that is needed in order to fund the project to keep running and to avoid as much as you can from selling one single coin to hurt the chart. That is very, very important, that you have a way to fund something without hurting the coin's value. Can you guys
Cool.
hear
Do we
me?
have any questions? Yeah. No, you're good. It's a great explanation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I may have missed it, but what would be the estimated initial launch market cap?
$187,000. That's the price.
Yeah, not too bad.
I'm just double checking myself again. It's very late here. Let me just make sure that I'm not wrong. It's $187,000. That's the starting market cap, correct?
All right. Well, if we don't have any more questions, let's get to the fun part. So we have Lemon here, and he's going to be demonstrating how it works. So what that means for the chat is, are we going to use your screen to do this, or are we going to go through shoot a picture, guess what the answer is?
We can do picture trivia. We can do regular trivia. I'm going to ask a question. First one to answer without a spelling mistake, important, because that will delay you. And the first one to answer, and to answer correct, of course, will be winning. The first question will be for $10, because we're going to start with level 1 just to get warmed up. Okay, so I'm going to start with a question that is not a picture, straight up question, and it's an easy one. Level 1 is a very easy question, so I'm directly right now opening the questions from the game. Okay, so tell me when you're ready.
Guys, make sure, since we're doing this, you have to type the question in main chat. The first person to correctly spell it is going to be the winner of $10. Okay. All right, let's do this, Lemon Lime.
I want to switch to your channel 1 second, because I was in my group. I want to see your group. All right, I'm ready. You guys ready? Let's go. So, easy one. Come on. What kind of alcohol is Russia known for? A, beer, B, rum, or C, vodka? Oh, that was fast.
AK with the vodka. That's our first $10 recipient.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
All right, let's go. Level 2.
So I texted you. Wait, I texted the right guy, right? We're texting.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it. All right. So I'll be able to send you the money afterwards. Okay, that was fast. Your internet is good. So I want you to guys choose level 1 from 5, except 1. Which level are we going for?
Let's go. Community post what level you want to do. Let's do this.
The harder the higher the level, the harder it is. 5.
Oh, they said 5. Rodell, let's do it.
I'm drunk right now. The vodka question. All right, let's do level 5. It's gonna be crazy. $20. Let's do it for $20. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Just want to choose a good one. I always choose on the spot to keep it interesting. All right. No, but this is easy. Why is it easy? Maybe it's just easy. Okay, let's do this one. It's a little bit of geography. You guys ready? Let's do this. Africa. Okay. All right. So Oslo. Oslo is the capital of which nation? I'm not gonna
Easy. November.
Come on.
Oh, Genghis with the smash. Damn.
You guys are fast, dude. What the hell? So the right answer is Norway.
Hell yeah.
It's Norway. You know your shit, people. You know your shit. That's good. Let me just text you. Hold on.
Oh, this is getting hot in here.
All right,
All
I gotta
right,
crank it up.
What we doing next?
I want to crank it up.
What's
Let me
that?
find something hard.
Oh, this is awesome.
So listen, if you're that fast on level 5 here, you guys are gonna make some money. That's good. That's really good. I don't know. Let's see what people knowledge is. Is it too easy to ask a question about Harry Potter? Just to see if people here are informed about Harry Potter?
Let's do it.
All right. So what was Harry Potter's middle name? Go.
I think we got some stump people in here.
Oh, dude. It's not
Little
John.
shit.
It's not John. It wasn't little shit. No, his friends called him little shit, but wasn't the official name. All right, you guys got it. You guys got it. It's James. You guys are good. You guys are good.
Holy shit, AK's on fire tonight.
Listen, okay, I read those books growing up. They were like my first grade reading project, so nobody can beat me in Harry Potter trivia.
Okay.
She's making up for her defeat against me on the first one.
Listen, guys,
Right.
like I have no financial advice, but Rampage invited us into the group. Lemon Lime threw down some questions, and let me tell you, I was hooked from there. This is the most entertaining game, especially when you can do it with friends. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Like, just fun to play.
Thank you so much. I wanna make it harder on you guys, but let me find something difficult. By the way, Homestead, you got 30. I sent you 30 as a message, so I won't forget to send you the money.
Thank you much.
Let's get it. Okay, it's gonna be the last question because my PC is about to die. No, let me find something good. All right, it's gonna be a hard one. Is that okay? Like a hard
Yeah.
one.
Smash
All right.
it.
What European nation colonized Florida? Oh, let's see if
I
you
know
guys are fast on that one.
Sierra, baby.
I like how you hint. It's not France, guys. It's not France. It's not. Oh man,
AK,
come
holy
on.
shit.
Come on. The hell? She got a cheat sheet? What's going on here?
No, look, I prepared for this. You have no idea. I've been looking forward to this thing, and I was like, look, I'm winning this thing.
Guys, the right answer is Spain. She won it. She got it. That's true.
Damn.
She just made bank. She made bank on us, dude. So I'm texting you 50 now. You got 50. All right. Antarctica. Yeah, so it was Spain.
Damn. All right. Well, since
wanna-
your laptop's dying and you can't do any
I'll
more
give you-
trivia.
I'll give you one for $10, an easy one. All right. It's an easy
All right,
one.
let's go, people. Let's do this.
All right. I'm stepping out of the traditional questions to try and find somebody that will have this answer that is not you, Ramstead. So, all right, guys. What was Dr. Dre's first group name? I asked this before. What was Dr. Dre's first group's name? Go. God. All right. I'll give him a second to answer. NWA, that's correct.
USA Crypto with the sneak attack.
All right,
Oh,
the
wait,
first
no,
one
it's
I see is
Punter.
Punter, yeah. Punter.
Oh,
texting you
damn.
right now.
Hunter rocked him.
All right. It's so fun.
My bad, punter. My bad.
Ask about science. I know my gangster. Okay. You want me to ask about science? I'll ask about science. You ready for this? Easy one, $10. You guys ready? Anybody out there?
Oh, we're all listening. We're just
Oh,
not
they're frothing
going
at the mouth.
on mic, so we're ready to type.
They're ready to type. They're stretching their fingers. All right, easy one. Come on, get ready. This is easy. What is contained in a vacuum? It's not air. It's not air. Oh, we got an answer. Raudel. Is Raudel? Raudel, that is correct. There is nothing.
Hell yeah.
Vacuum. That's the point of a vacuum. Texting you 10, dude. That was the last one. All right. Laptop is dead.
Perfect. Oh, that was really fun. I really like that. So now
Yeah.
you guys kind of have a hint of what LemonHaze is about and what they're going to do. So usually at the end of the AMAs, I like to ask for the project to go through and give us a 2 to 3 minute pitch of what makes your project special or fun and why you think we as a community should buy into it.
We got to straighten this out. Air is not nothing. Air is something. There is no air in vacuum. I'm sorry. Negative pressure is correct, but negative pressure is not a substance. So there is nothing in the vacuum. I'm right. Okay. All right. So to all of you that are challenging us here with really quick answers, you have 10 seconds to answer a question in the game itself. I think you guys are doing all right. You answered 2 or 3 questions from level 5 like it was nothing. So maybe all of you come together and play it together. You will be making bank. Really cool. I don't like your question.
USA is jelly because he can't win. It's all right. He'll get over it.
Yeah.
Is this a good time for the "Can't Touch This" song? Like,
He almost had it, but he was second best.
Let me just. This is for you. This is for you. Hold on. She's counting in the money.
Yes, I'm telling you right now, my winnings are going towards an NFT. So you can send me either because I'll take one.
Definitely. Well, I'll send you money, and you have to be really quick to get the NFT. So that's up to you.
Deal.
All right. So we are in private sale last round. Let me plug it in. Let me try. I'm not the guy who usually plugs things in, but let me try. We are in the last round. Going to end tomorrow, and then we're gearing up for pre-sale. Pre-sale is going to be on Gempad. Pre-sale is going to be on the 15th of this month. Whitelist spots will go first in several tiers, and then we will go to public. Pre-sale is pretty humble. It's pretty small. Soft cap is 100, which we're going to have live AMA with Golem during pre-sale, and we're going to have a lot of marketing before that. So from our expectations, it's going to be fast. That's the 15th. Right now, private. The VIP is open for a couple more spots that are left, and we give NFT right away, and you can test the game right away, and you can either love it or hate it and let us know so we can either fix it or not touch it. So this is happening right now, and that's really been fun being here, guys.
Perfect. So this has been another USA Crypto Group AMA with the project LemonHaze. If you enjoyed trivia and like to prove that you're the best, they do have a leaderboard for that. So check them out. Also, please go into their Telegram and say USA Crypto Group sent you. And always remember that although we do an AMA for research purposes, it is always important to do your own research, and this is not financial information or obligation to buy. With that, we're going to leave the crypto hangout since we've already done the games, and we'll just discuss whatever is on everybody's mind.